And speak to the importance of the breath throughout all of this.
It's through the breath I get the feeling of the movement, the connection between movement and absolute stillness, the connection between, with absolute stillness, which is contained within the breath, and also the movement, the fundamental movement of the filling up and then the releasing. Yeah, it's a mixture of those two things. It's very powerful and centering, connecting stillness.
So if
it's like connecting the all with the very pinpointed, what is that very pinpointed connection? When you fill your lungs, you are connecting with all that is, and then the exhale when you get right down to the bottom, the tiniest dot, the tiniest pinpoint that pinpoints it right exactly to you, like pin the tail on the donkey, like right to, it's in your heart, which also connects right up to the whole of you. So bringing the all in contact with the very essence of you, tiniest, and of course the tiniest pinpointing prick of you is the all of you. All of everything to the all of you, within every breath, every slow, deep breath.
So it seems that the breath really is our greatest tool and security and connecting to that flow. It's the place where it's all okay, or all is well.
It's where all the knowing is, all the everything that's required, the being everything that's required, I get the picture of a dandelion, and the full breath is when you're connecting with all the outsides of all the seeds on the dandelion, and then the exhale right at when complete exhale is as it travels all the way down the stem and connects to you, where right at the very tip, bringing everything all into a tiny speck.
That tiny speck, is that representing the denser frequencies of us? Would be a way to explain it?
No, I think it's just the very essence of our heart, the love, the spark that we are. Us to everything, everything to us. Still does seem relevant, even though we say we're all one. It still feels like that is when we're in the human body, that is what's happening. It's even though maybe there is on another level, we are all one. We still are kind of separate, or that is how the connection happens. Through the breath. It's very important.
So is it levels of consciousness or frequency to differentiate. Like, for example, I remember when I wasn't aware of how important the breath was, and then I remember when I could feel it. It was like the breath was breathing me. It was calling me to notice. What was the shift in me to make that shift in consciousness? Or was it a shift in consciousness or frequency?
I go back to when you're saying the time when you didn't know.
I wasn't aware.
No, you weren't aware. But then on some levels, of course, we were, because you certainly mastered the art of using the breath to close down, disconnect, be safe, be small, be all that, by restricting the breath, by not using it fully. So we have always known it's just, we could be masters at feeling the fear, using the breath in a different way. And then as the time has been, as things have become more available, and then learning to use the breath in a better way, to feel better, to connect more, to remember, to be more, to access frequencies, to access, so with the use of the breath, the more you become aware. So yes, we've always used it. We've always used it well, for whichever way we've wanted to use it.
So it's really so, by lessening the intake of breath, awareness of breath, that has actually supported keeping the illusion alive, the illusion of separation, the disconnection, the.
Well, it can, yes, certainly, yeah.
Yeah. Fascinating.
Yeah. And to some extent, it's not actually an illusion when you do restrict the breath, and it's certainly way harder to connect, to have all that available. It's way more hard to feel the love, to from that perspective. Fear is your predominant sort of consciousness or aspect.
Getting a picture of like an inversion, like we invert from that connection to the inside, the seed as you're talking about, or the speck, by inverting out. The illusion is upheld by that inside out, where the outside world becomes the dictator, and we become the effect, because we've disconnected from that inner connection through the breath. And then of course that's where the fear and all these emotions of duality play out, which I guess is the game we all created and chose to be part of.
Yeah.
We did well.
Very well.
For long.
That's why I say we've always used the breath.
Yeah. Really interesting. Never thought of it like that. Yeah, awesome.